It was the year of 1704. I had just been sold to my new master. My master was cruel to all the new Negroes. Since I was a girl, I worked in the plantation field, which was a 2-mile walk. I was used to it, though, because I had to walk to school every day in Africa. I remember the day I was sent here, and my family was torn away from me like leaves from a tree. Me and my sister were throwing rocks into the river when a rider came up on horseback and scooped me up like he was fetching water. I could hear Toho yelling my name. We had been captured. I felt a touch as cold as winter on my ankle. When the bag was taken off my head, I could see it was chains. There were many people on this ship, more than the number of people in my village, and they all had chains on their ankles too. I remember yelling, "Toho! Toho!" She lifted her head and dropped it like it was a sack of potatoes. I felt something hard strike my back. It burnt like a twig on fire. I turned my head and saw a large white man with a big robe. I realized that it was a whip. I was confused. I had only seen this happen to the worst of criminals. I tried to signal her with the hand signs that we had made up when we were kids. Her eyes were open, but she never moved. That's when I realized that she was dead. I was alone, all alone, alone with hundreds of people that I didn't know. The ship was filled with all kinds of rats, and mice, and fleas were everywhere. There were splinters on the floor that were piercing my already burning back. People were crying, and the white men whipped them. I watched as my sister's body was thrown overboard to the sharks. 2 months later, we found land. We were chained to each other, stumbling along like sheep being herded. People were yelling in a strange language that I could not understand. I was pushed on a stage. White men surrounded me, and they called out and raised paper as green as trees. That's how I came to my master.